Good evening, I'm Haley Wilgus.
And I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks so much for being with us. Just one day after a tragic accident at Circus Sarasota, Nik Wallenda says he is getting back on the wire for their VIP show tonight.
During rehearsals yesterday, performers practicing an 8-person pyramid stunt fell from the high wire. 5 of them seriously hurt and rushed to the hospital. Nik Wallenda was taking part in that stunt, and today he's describing what he thinks happened.
We're standing on the roof of our station right now just to give you an idea of how far these performers fell in that accident. This is 17 feet off of the ground. That is less than half the distance that some of the performers at the top of that pyramid fell straight to the ground. It only makes it more miraculous that now we're learning all of those performers will be walking away with no permanent injuries.
Yes, it was tragic. The entire incident, it was a nightmare, but there's triumph through it.
Aerialist Nik Wallenda still emotional one day after 5 of his 8-person troupe ended up in the hospital following an accident. But after 24 hours of suspense, there is some good news.
No fatalities, no permanent bodily injuries, thank goodness. Everybody will recover.
Wallenda says it's still unclear how the world record 8-person pyramid fell from the 28-foot high wire.
We don't know yet what happened. There's thoughts that somebody might have fainted.
He says he and 2 others caught the wire, but 5 more did not and are battling a myriad of broken bones. He says his own sister suffered internal bleeding from a lacerated liver.
The head of surgery of emergency surgery, trauma surgery at Sarasota Memorial said people don't live from accidents like this.
For decades, the Wallendas have trained without a net, and Nik says it's not just for suspense.
It's been taught for generations that a net can be a false sense of security. I have an uncle that landed in a net, bounced out and was killed.
But is it still necessary for showmanship? Circus fan Lori Wilbur admits it adds to the atmosphere.
There's definitely more suspense without a net. I mean, if there just is, it's pretty scary to watch, to be honest, but I guess that's part of the excitement.
Instead of the 8-person pyramid, Circus Sarasota is reworking its finale with a new lineup that will include Nik, his wife, cousin, and other stand-ins.
Will it be challenging? Yes, of course. But again, for my family, for my ancestors, in their honor, I will do it and I will succeed.
Wallenda chose not to disclose the identities of his troupe, but did tell us that one gentleman will be leaving the hospital just a day after the accident. He fell close to the farthest, nearly 40 feet, and he is leaving the hospital with just 3 broken toes. In Sarasota, Adam Cellini, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Adam, thank you. Tonight's Circus Sarasota dress rehearsal is for fellow performers and Sailor Circus students only and is not open to the public. The first public show will start at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. It will be the first of 32 shows at the Big Top near Nathan Benderson Park. Tickets range in price from $12 to $55.
In just about 3 months, the Ringling Brothers and Barnum & Bailey Circus will perform its final show in New York. The circus' final run does not include any shows here on the Suncoast. Many longtime residents have ties to the circus, and they're upset no performances have been scheduled for Sarasota or Manatee counties. Now, that could change. The city of Sarasota tells us that it has reached out to the circus's parent company, Feld Entertainment, about the possibility of having a Ringling Brothers and Barnum & Bailey parade. The city is still waiting to hear back from Feld on whether that's a possibility.
And now to new developments surrounding a former Sarasota County Sheriff's deputy accused of attempted murder. Another Sheriff's Office employee, Deputy Carson Lee Plank, has been arrested in connection with the Frankie Bybee case. Bybee is facing a total of 25 charges. He's accused of harassing a 79-year-old woman, withdrawing money from her account, forging a suicide note in the victim's name, among other allegations. The Sarasota County Sheriff's Office says Plank was one of the first deputies on the scene at the victim's home and lied to detectives. Plank is on administrative leave, and her employment status is pending the outcome of multiple investigations.
A controversial proposal to change Florida's Stand Your Ground law is advancing in Tallahassee. A Senate panel voted for a bill today that would place more of a burden on prosecutors to prove self-defense was not a factor when charging someone with assaulting or killing another person. If approved, it would reverse a Florida Supreme Court ruling that says defendants have the burden of proof.
If you are the government and you don't have sufficient evidence in front of a judge to convince a judge to move forward to trial, then you aren't going to win the trial.
Opponents maintain the measure would put an end to cases before all the facts are revealed.
State lawmakers are considering a crackdown on Florida's sanctuary cities. The Center for Immigration Studies reports 6 of Florida's 67 counties as having policies that are not cooperative with federal immigration law. House representatives are proposing 2 bills that would require state and local governments and law enforcement agencies to cooperate with federal immigration authorities or face fines up to $5,000 a day and risk removal from office. Proponents of the bill say it's an issue of safety, but opponents say it could allow radical discrimination and undermine relations between illegal immigrants and law enforcement.
It's important for not just citizens, but cities, counties, and states to follow the laws that are in place. Otherwise, it could be complete chaos in this country.
Being able to create a safe place and a safe city where immigrants are not going to be targeted or marginalized by the government and law enforcement is a great ability that we have.
Sarasota and Manatee counties are not among those 6 counties.
And definitely a nice day on the Suncoast for a round of golf.
ABC 7 Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan taking part in the Plantation Celebrity Classic today. Great day for golf, Bob, and I'm sure you had a lot of birdies out there.
Birdies and a couple of eagles, too, our team did. Scott, I had to leave a little earlier to do this live shot here, but I tell you, we were doing pretty good at 12 under with still a 2 to play, so we could be in the running. We'll see how it plays out, but there's a lot of people playing, a lot of great golfers, too, and a lot of great stars. Louis Tiant is here. We have Rico Petrocelli. We have Jacques Lemaire, a famous hockey player from the Canadian, Montreal Canadiens, as well as Wayne Garrett's here from the Miracle Mets. You know, it's just fun to see all the players here and all the people. Henry Lawrence, obviously, from here, being a local. And many, many more. And I can tell you this, the weather cooperated. We had some showers around earlier this morning and a little bit of cloudiness, but things have cleared up quite nicely. You can see from our current shot here, we have some high cirrus clouds still around, but it's nice. A nice breeze out of the north and northwest, and it looks like we are going to see lots of clear skies tonight, which will allow the temperature to drop down to more seasonal temperature readings. The dew point has dropped down to 54 degrees. Last night at this time, it was in the upper 60s. Winds are out of the northwest at 12, and the pressure now 30.09 inches. As far as the rainfall goes, no rain around here now that front has cleared our area. Winds have switched around to the northwest, and things are starting to chill out a little bit. Not a lot. This is not a big cold front. It's not going to drop temperatures all that much. We'll have the latest on our weather for the rest of the weekend and beyond coming up in a few minutes. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Bob. ABC 7 business commentator Richard Stern is joining us now to let us know that we had 3 record closes on Wall Street today. Richard.
Haley, you've got it exactly right, and the number 3 is important because the NASDAQ actually closed at an all-time high for the 3rd consecutive day. We had an up day all day long. The Dow was up by more than 150 points, and a lot of it had to do with President Trump. He spoke out today and said that within the next 2 to 3 weeks there will be a new tax plan revealed. He called it phenomenal, and he called it big league. Well, I guess we're going to have to wait 2 or 3 weeks to see exactly what those words mean. But I can tell you what they meant today. Records everywhere. Let's take a look at the figures, and impressive they are. There you see the Dow up by 118 points, up almost 0.6% at 20,172.40. That on volume of 688 million shares. The NASDAQ, the 3rd record close in a row, up almost 33 points, also just shy of 0.6%, closing at 5,715.18. That on volume of 1,507 million shares. And again, you'll see a gain just shy of 0.6%. All 3 of them today, up 13 points. There you see the S&P closing at 2,307.87. Well, I've been telling our viewers for a long time that stocks often go up when markets go down, and stocks go down when markets go up. Well, the poster child for that today was Twitter. Shares of Twitter fell from the opening bell, fell by, believe it or not, more than 12% after the company released earnings and said that its growth is at the slowest pace they've had since they became a public company. That was in November of 2013. They also said looking forward, they do not, I repeat, do not see earnings being as strong as they have been. You put that all together and you have a down stock on an up day, even a record close. Not a good day for Twitter.
And Richard, I'm sure Nordstrom's has been on Twitter just a little bit this week, huh?
Yes, Nordstrom's, of course, the president yesterday came out and criticized Nordstrom's for dropping his daughter's line of clothing. Apparently today, investors saw that as an opportunity to maybe pick up the stock a little bit cheaper. Nordstrom's today was up by 2.3%.
Okay. Richard, thanks so much for the update.
You're welcome.
Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, millions of Americans in the path of a major winter storm. How the blizzard-like conditions are affecting flights in the Tampa Bay area and here on the Suncoast.
And ABC 7 Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back live with your full weather forecast. Plus, waiting a little longer to start a family, the options women have to test their fertility. That's in Health Smart.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner.
After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Come into a California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction. Spend time choosing from exciting colors, textures, and accessories, and then collaborate with one of our expert designers to create the perfect custom storage solution to fit your style and budget. At California Closets, we design everything to exceed your expectations for any room in your home. Go to CaliforniaClosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the nearest showroom to you. California Closets, designed to your life.
During the past 10 years, Tidewell Hospice volunteers have provided more than 1 million hours of service. They sit with patients, giving caregivers a break. They work in offices. They take their furry friends on pet therapy visits. They even clown around. Every task performed by a volunteer makes a difference in the lives of our patients and their families. Join Tidewell's volunteer team. They're truly 1 in a million. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Contemporary Cabinetry and Closet Concepts. Our strength is in building a relationship with our clients. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years. When you organize your home, you simplify your life. Call today for a free in-home consultation or visit the web at contemporarycabinetry.srq.com.
Well, we enjoy some blue skies on the Suncoast. A winter storm creating dangerous whiteout conditions today, dumping snow on the East Coast from Philadelphia up into New England at an alarming rate. ABC's Lana Zach is covering it all in New York.
Hear that noise? That's thunder snow in Connecticut. Oop, okay, all right. 50 million Americans affected by the storm, schools canceled, commuters staying home. The biggest danger, the slick roads. Look at this tractor trailer on I-87. And in Suffolk County, New York, a state of emergency was declared. First responders had to flip over a truck that collided with an SUV. Authorities are urging everyone to stay off of the roads.
These roads are bad, and they're only going to get worse with the snow accumulation and the wind.
Just yesterday, it was a different story, a perfect spring day.
Wednesday, record high 62 degrees here in Central Park. What a change from yesterday. It feels like it's about 1 degree out here. Can't believe that yesterday I had no coat on.
Now there is more than 9 inches of snow in Central Park, more than a foot on the ground in locations across Connecticut. In some areas, the snowfall coming at a rate of 4 inches per hour. Blizzard warnings issued for parts of Massachusetts, Connecticut, New York, and Rhode Island. But not everyone can stay off the roads.
I was
screaming, telling them to hurry up. And I thought the baby was coming in the car. My water broke in the car.
A new mother in New Haven. Both mother and baby are healthy.
From joggers in shorts yesterday to kids on sleds today, this is really such a fast-moving storm. It's already starting to make its way north, deeper into New England. Boston kids making plans for their snow day tomorrow. Lana Zach, ABC News, New York.
It might look beautiful, but the snowy weather is affecting flights on the Sun Coast. At least 6 flights were canceled this morning and 2 flights this evening at Sarasota-Bradenton International Airport. All the flights were either out of or going to the Northeast. At Tampa International, 59 flights have been canceled and 47 delayed due to the nor'easter. If you or someone you know is planning to fly out in the near future, do check the flight status before you leave home. Also a good idea to call your airline to see what the backup plan is. The Plantation Pro-Am Golf Tournament is underway in Venice tonight.
And Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan again taking part in this great event. He joins us now with an update on his golf game and our weather tonight. Bob?
You know, the weather couldn't have been better. It's been beautiful today, a bit of a breeze out of the northwest, and lots of celebrities here at the community celebration. Actually, right here at the foundation here, the community foundation at Plantation Golf and Country Club. A beautiful day, beautiful course. They have 2 18 holes, and guess what? Tony Oliva was driving by and said, "Hey, we need to talk to Tony here." This guy, unbelievable. How'd you do today?
I'm doing wonderful. But you know something, to be here, to be in this golf tournament, when all those celebrities I hear, all those baseball players, I play with him, with them, and have the opportunity to be here and to see Ron.
Ron Noble, yeah, Ron Noble, right.
Who do a great job. I think that this is the best foundation, the best golf tournament that I go to many through the year.
Many tournaments, right?
Yeah, but this is great. That's
one of the best. Yeah, there's a lot of players too. And if you don't know, Tony Oliva, Minnesota Twins, 1964. He's the only man in baseball to win Rookie of the Year and the batting title.
What do you think about that for a Cuban?
Not bad for a Cuban. Cuban, they play baseball down there a little bit, huh?
Yeah, well, you see, but I don't believe myself that I was able to achieve all the stuff because I grew up in Cuba. I grew up in the country. I never played any organized ball. I never saw any professional ball in Cuba.
Right.
But I love baseball. My father loved baseball. And the Cuban people, I don't know, that we can grow up on top of the rocks and become a ball player. We love the games and something we got in the block and we give it 100%.
Well, you did 100%. You won 3 batting titles, if you don't know that, in the American League. And Tony Oliva, appreciate you taking time to talk to us today. And I'm glad you like the weather. He normally lives in Minnesota, but he's down here for a couple of months.
I love the weather. I'm going to be here now in Fort Myers for spring training. Yeah, I love to be here from this group of people and this great tournament.
Thank you very much, Tony. Appreciate that. And the weather's going to be okay, too. A lot better than Minnesota. Let's go to the maps right now and show you what's happening. Thank you. 3 batting titles. Can you believe that? And Rookie of the Year and the batting title. They weren't too happy about that. All the players have been playing for such a long period of time. But you can see clear skies for the most part with our Sarasota Bay webcam. And then the clouds start to come in advance of this cold front. And then the cold front's going to cool us down just a little bit. Not much, though. We're going to see a little cool day on Friday. And then things will start to warm up quickly. By Saturday, we'll be back above average into the low to mid 70s. A warmer weekend. Showers, again, come late next week. And that's not all that strong. The big story, as you just heard, is the nor'easter bringing heavy snow all the way up to Boston, and the surrounding area is what's getting hit the hardest right now. You can see the showers down to our south. That's the actual cold front that has since moved through our area. It's not much of a cold front. If these are the cold fronts that we're going to get this winter, I'll take them every 4 or 5 days. Not bad at all as far as that goes. But I mentioned that snowstorm over the northeast. That's where the tough trouble is right now as far as travelers are concerned. It's coming to an end in New York, though, still continuing into Boston. And as far as we're concerned, we're not going to see this storm anymore as we move through time. You can see that rain well down to our south, and it looks as though we are going to continue to see beautiful weather here as we move through time. Here's the boating forecast. Again, a bit of a breeze today, and the 7-day forecast looks chilly for Friday. We'll see much cooler temperatures for tonight, and then we'll warm up into the mid-70s all the way through Tuesday. Another front comes Wednesday and Thursday, so the Community Foundation Celebrity Golf Classic here at the Plantation Golf and Country Club is a success. We'll talk more with some of these stars going on by. Maybe Rico Petrocelli will join us from the Boston Red Sox in just a few minutes. Back to you guys.
All right, Bob, thank you so much. In Suncoast Traffic Watch, no crashes in the area, but we're seeing traffic backed up again on I-75, northbound lanes right between Fruitville and then south to Bee Ridge there. Slow going tonight. Haley?
Thank you, Scott. In health news this evening, more women are waiting until later in life to start a family. As of 2014, the average age of first-time pregnancies reached a record high of just over 26 years old. Some OBGYNs recommend that women who are waiting to have a baby but want a glimpse into their fertility have their blood drawn on the 3rd day of their menstrual cycle. The test measures a woman's anti-Müllerian hormone as well as some other hormone levels, including the follicle-stimulating hormone. With this information, specialists can determine if a woman's ovarian reserve is stable or starting to diminish. A new blood test may be an accurate way, just as accurate as a painful spinal tap for differentiating between Parkinson's disease and similar disorders. That's according to a study published in the journal Neurology. This blood test that is a variation on the existing test that detects a certain protein in spinal fluid. This protein is a component of nerve cells, and when these cells die, it can be detected in both spinal fluid and blood. The researchers found these nerve protein levels ranged higher in people with atypical Parkinsonism and lower in patients with Parkinson's disease. Those are two separate conditions. Coming up, did police at the Fort Lauderdale airport handle that shooting rampage in the best way possible? What Miami-Dade is doing to see how the response could be improved. Plus, a gator that is turning heads in South Carolina, the weird quality that's made it famous. That's next.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
What does it mean when New South Window says Factory Direct?
It means we have a factory.
It means we eliminate the middleman.
It means you get an award-winning, energy-efficient window at factory direct pricing.
Plus, New South windows are made in Florida.
Fort Florida Home.
By Florida workers. Because we know Florida weather.
Right now, buy 2 windows, get the 3rd free, plus our lifetime warranty. New South Window. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Call now.
Our goal is to do things better than anybody in the country. What makes Sarasota Memorial Hospital's program so special is that it's taking care of the patient in every aspect of cardiovascular disease. And in this community, the patients are very active. The idea is not just to get them over that operation, but to get them back to doing the things that they enjoy doing.
Flooring Depot has been serving Sarasota and Manatee counties for over 20 years with the best products and installation. Flooring Depot offers carpet, tile, hardwood, and more. Before you buy, give us a try. Stop by our showroom or visit us on the web at bestvaluecarpet.com.
The official salon of ABC7. Cutting Loose Salon.
Gold fever is at an all-time high in the Sunshine State with the new Gold Rush Doubler family of scratch-off games. Everyone is rushing to Florida to strike it doubly rich. With over $1 billion in total cash prizes, the Florida Gold Rush is on. The Florida Lottery. Just imagine.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
An update now on how officials in South Florida are responding to the deadly shooting at the Fort Lauderdale-Hollywood International Airport.
Broward County officials are hiring a consultant to assess how well authorities handled the January 6th attack. They're in negotiations with this consultant to look at a variety of issues, including airport security, cooperation between agencies, and assistance to passengers and their families. 5 people died and 6 others were hurt in the shooting. Esteban Santiago of Alaska was arrested after the shooting, and he could face the death penalty.
A woman accused of taking a newborn from a Jacksonville hospital and raising it as her own appearing in court today. Gloria Williams pleading not guilty to charges of kidnapping and interference of custody. She's accused of taking a baby from the hospital shortly after the baby was born in 1998. Williams raised the child in South Carolina and changed her name. If convicted, she faces life in prison. The infant, who's now 18 years old, met her real parents last month.
In California, rescuers had to break a trapped driver out of his truck after swift-moving floodwaters swept his vehicle away. The 76-year-old man was trying to cross his flooded property when his truck was pulled into the creek. He was pulled to shore through this strong current, and you can see here he's okay. Officials say this incident should serve as a warning. As little as 1 foot of rushing water can carry a vehicle away.
Wow. Well, no one seems to know why there's an orange alligator in a pond near Charleston, South Carolina. People living nearby joke the gator used too much self-tanning lotion, or maybe it's a fan of the Clemson Tigers. I'm thinking a Florida Gator fan.
Yeah.
But 4 to 5 foot long gator hangs out in the banks of the retention pond in this neighborhood. A representative with the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources says the color may come from where the animal has spent the winter, perhaps in a rusty steel culvert pipe.
Well, that's not good.
That would explain the coloring, though.
That would explain that. I wonder if it eventually washes away once he's been out in open water longer, hopefully. Well, still to come on your Suncoast News, making the Suncoast safer to go on a walk or bike ride.
How USF is using specific technology to pinpoint problem areas and then make them safer for pedestrians. Special report just ahead.
I heard about the Dotole Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotole Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Luxury for less at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKZ Sports Utility for $249 per month or a 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
If you want to rediscover the smooth, radiant skin of your past, consider a facelift, eyelid lift, or laser resurfacing from Faces by Fezza. Restore your natural, youthful appearance and the confidence that goes with it when you trust your face to the expert hands of Dr. John Fezza. Using a delicate touch, he gives you natural-looking contours, a clean jawline, and long-lasting results. Call today to schedule a private consultation, because when you look good, you feel good. Faces by Fezza at Center for Sight.
We are going to build a great society where no man or woman are the victim of fear or poverty or hatred, where every man and woman has a chance for fulfillment and prosperity and hope.
Come into a California Closet showroom to experience our quality materials and construction. Spend time choosing from exciting colors, textures, and accessories, and then collaborate with one of our expert designers to create the perfect custom storage solution to fit your style and budget. At California Closets, we design everything to exceed your expectations for any room in your home. Go to CaliforniaClosets.com to request a free design consultation and locate the nearest showroom to you. California Closets, designed to your life.